What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to UNPL Week 7. Now, last week, in Week 6, we kind of stole a victory away from the #1 player, actually knocked him out of first place with some really cool Bramblegast play, which was a lot of fun on that. So this week we are going to try to continue that winning, but we'll have to see. We've got a very tough team to face up against this week, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. As you can see, most people who watch the channel are not subscribed, so please don't be one of those people. Help us to reach our goal of 4,000 by the end of this year. I think we can do it, but of course I need your help in order to get there. Before we jump into the match, of course, we always do a quick little team builder here. And so looking at my opponent's team, this team is uber scary, right? Literally in some cases. We have Baxcalibur plus Glow King, which is one of the best combinations in draft, as well as Great Tusk, the best rapid spinner in the game. Insanely good. We also have an amazing spike setter in the Samurott Hisui, which is really good. We've got Iron Moth, which is insane. Altaria, which is a Terra Captain, as you can see right there. Can be interesting. Regieleki, super fast, hits decently hard. Limited in its coverage, but still not terrible. Amoonguss, one of the best sleep setters out there, really, really good. Charizard, a really good Terramon in draft, actually. We've got Murkrow for Prankster, all kinds of nasty shenanigans. Masquerain for webs, and we also have Terra Dracloak as well. Now, full disclosure before I get into what I built. I have not been home this entire week before 11 p.m. I want to say shout out to my opponent, ShadowAce, coach of the Motor City Rotoms, for being incredibly flexible with me. But here we are on like the last day that we can possibly battle for this. I have really pushed this out because I have not been home before 11 p.m. at all this entire week. So this team is rushed. I put it together very quickly, and I have not tested. There have been no mocks. Nothing. So we'll just see how this goes, and it might be a complete disaster, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what we ended up with here. Now, I decided to go with more of like a hyper offensive type of build this week. I just wanted to just swing, right? I wanted to make sure that I'm just hitting really hard, but I brought some unique stuff on top of that in order to maybe mix things up, and we'll just have to see if it can catch my opponent off guard and enough to really make a dent. We'll just have to see. First of all, URSALUNA coming back off the bench. We have left URSALUNA on the bench for a couple weeks, and I don't want to do that this week. We are bringing Bulletproof URSALUNA finally, and this thing's really cool. There are a decent amount of things that my opponent may want to go for that are blocked by Bulletproof, so I wanted to go ahead and bring that this week. We're bringing the Naranja Berry, in case you've not seen what that picture looks like. This basically boosts your special defense once you're hit with a special move, and so we tank a hit on the special side. We raise that special defense, which is great, and then we've got bulk up to help us on the physical side, and rest sleep talk to help us out there. The sleep talk really is there for the Amoonguss because we need a sponge for that kind of a volatile status, and so this helps, right? We can still click sleep talk and still hit. It helps us with facade. Yes, we're not getting the guts plus facade boost, but it's still going to be nice to have facade while we're sleeping, and it'll still hit decently hard, especially if we can get a couple bulk ups off. That could end up doing really, really well if we get good luck with sleep talks. Next up, a really interesting set on Tauros. Tauros, we're bringing Mirror Herb this week. This is just in case we run into a dragon dancing Baxcalibur. This is a really good check to that, because then that gives us a dragon dance, which can be really difficult to deal with. We've got bulk up plus Trailblaze to further boost both speed and attack and defense, really, as well as Wave Crash and Close Combat. This could be a decent breaker in the late game if we keep this around and catch a Dragon Dance going off. We could Mirror Herb that and take that boost for ourselves, and then it kind of goes crazy. So I think that there's a lot of potential there. A mon that we have not brought in forever. I don't think we brought this since week 2, but Terra Electrode, Terra Ice Electrode. We're bringing specs this week, modest. We are going all out on as much power as we can on this. Now, it's not that powerful, but with Terra Ice and Electric, we can hit pretty much everything on his team. And so the coverage is really, really good. We don't have all that much speed because we don't really need it, and so I've thrown the rest into quote unquote bulk. Again, it's an electrode, but it could be really good. And so we've also got static for if you make contact, you could get paralyzed, and that can really help if webs happen to go up. So definitely really cool there. We're running, of course, T-Bolt, Terra Blast, Discharge, and the Volt Switch. Probably going to be clicking Volt Switch most of the time, but Discharge is nice for possibly spreading the paralysis, so definitely something to consider. Next up, we've got Agility Moltres. We are going all out on the offense on the Moltres. Again, this team, when you look at it in team preview, it's going to look very balanced. No, it's all offense all the time, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm one of the worst hyper offense players that's out there, so this is probably going to go bad, but we'll see. We've got boots on here with Terra Ground. Terra Ground is really nice because this means that the Glow King is not a switch in, because normally it would be, so that gives us some coverage to hit that, which is really nice. Next up, we have the what I call the heat of the week, I guess, and that is Meowscarada with Light Ball. This came, of course, courtesy of its Danny Mac, and this is with Fling. So if you fling a light ball and you hit the opponent with it, it will paralyze the opponent. So that can be really good. We don't want to hit Glow King with that. We want to hit something that's a little bit faster, more offensive. So we'll just have to see. I think that most of the time you're going to see an Iron Moth come in on this, and so that would be great to catch with this because it's one of his faster mons. So I would love to paralyze that with this, and then that gives me a free U-turn out after that. And finally, we have Golden Go with Salic Berry. This Golden Go set is really, really fun. We've got Nasty Plot plus Salic Berry, so we've got max HP and then some speed, so hopefully we can tank a hit, get really low, Nasty Plot up, be a little faster, and just deal some damage. This thing definitely could be a sweeper in the end game if we can get to the right part of the speed. Again, we don't have any removal this week, so my opponent could just bring Masquerain and lead that off rip, in which case I'm just kind of that's unfortunate, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. I might just end up leading Golden Go if I see Masquerain and just Nasty Plot off rip and see if my opponent can get me down to Salic Berry range. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Then, you know, I'm liable to get caught up with priority, but we'll just have to see what happens, and we'll just go from there. So that is our team for this week. Am I confident? No, but we're going to see what happens as we jump into it. I'm going to find my friend here, ShadowAce, and we'll jump right into that match. See you in a second. All right, we are searching for ShadowAce, and like I said in the team builder, I'm looking forward to this match. I'm running into a really interesting part of the season where all three of my last three matches, my week 7, 8, and 9, are all sitting right on the cusp of whether they go into playoffs or not, right? These are the 6th, 7th, and 8th players, at least going into this 7th week. And so it's really interesting because while these people have had, you know, middle of the road results, they are going to be fighting for their lives to stay in this. And I don't think that ShadowAce is going to be any exception. I think Shadow is going to put up a huge fight, and there he is, in order to stay in this race, just like everybody else in this last 3 weeks. So I think these last 3 weeks are going to be a struggle, just to say the least. And so we do see Amoonguss, we see Glow King, Baxcalibur, Iron Moth. So you don't have a Terra Captain, which is fair. I mean, you really don't need one, to be honest. Regieleki and Tusk. I mean, this is just OU plus Baxcalibur, which is Ubers. I mean, all of these mons are insanely good, right? My opponent has a really good draft, but we don't see Sticky Web. That's huge. We do not see Sticky Web. So I'm very happy about that. I'm going to just lead with this because it's fast. I can just Volt Switch. If you want to bring Tusk in, you can. I mean, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, we'll just lead with Electrode, and we will go from there. Hopefully I can play somewhat well this week. I am incredibly tired. Just because of the insane week that I have had. But we do see the Regieleki lead, so we both actually kind of are thinking the same thing. Although he is going to be way faster than me, So that's actually a good thing. That means that my Volt Switch will be slower than his. He can just go straight into Tusk. Do I want to try to predict that turn 1, though, and Terra Ice? Is it worth it? Because then I'm going to take more damage on this. Regieleki, you're probably like Magnet, maybe. I don't know. Could be Screens, I guess. Explosion hurts. Do I do it? I'm gonna do it. Turn 1. We're gonna Terra turn 1. Opponent stays in, so could be setting up Screens. Could also just be Volt Switching. So my opponent seeing this Terra is probably going to be a lot less likely to go into the Tusk, which is good because that discourages rocks, right? Okay, we do see Reflect turn 1. Okay, I mean, that's fine, I think. So we're just going to go ahead and hit this up. I'll go ahead and set the Reflect on that side. If my opponent didn't know that I was Specs before, then he certainly does now. Dang, that did so much damage. You don't have a great switch in outside of Moth, which isn't going to appreciate this either. Although I could just go like free URSALUNA here. I'm just going to click this again. He Volt Switches. He doesn't set up the light screen, which is interesting. Moth is really the only thing that wants to come in on this. And yes, I did bring... yes, I am aware that looking at his entire team, he has no resist to Dragon, and I left Como on the bench. I did do that because I'm assuming that... that does a quarter. That's a lot better than what I expected. I mean, this thing's already doing work. I will absolutely take it. I'm going to go into... Do I go this? Could also go this. Could carry the fire move, though. I'm going to go into KFC. Definitely going to save the Nightlight here. Could be like T-Spikes, because I don't have Monkey Dory this week. That could be a thing, and I don't have any removal. My opponent can very clearly see that. No, just Chilly Receptions, which is fine. Makes sense. Makes total sense. So Regieleki is at like 10%. This is pretty much at full after the regenerator. So, I mean, but chunking the Regieleki is still really nice. Okay, goes Bax. Okay, Baxcalibur has that ability, so be careful about fire moves. Got to be careful with fire moves. Yeah, I don't think I stay in here. I think I just always go Cebu. And we're going to check to see if you are like Banded or if you are Dragon Dance, or kind of like just kind of get a feel for what you're doing. Get you a -1, which is nice. D-Dance, so we get the Mirror Herb off. That's cool. That's cool. So that goes off. So you're at neutral. I'm at +1. And I'm at +1 speed. You're at +1 speed. So I outspeed you, which is cool. I like that. I like that. I'm going to click bulk up here. Yeah, withdraws. Okay. Maybe Regieleki. Could have Amoonguss. Okay. So now I am +2, +1. I mean, Amoonguss definitely takes something here. Yeah, I do like 0 to Amoonguss, which is a little tough. Because Close Combat and Wave Crash both do 18%, which is not great. And this thing could just put my Cebu to sleep, which is not optimal. Definitely not optimal. Could also go into this, which does not mind being put to sleep. Or I could stay in and keep setting up. I don't know if keeping setting up is the is the play. Even though the Mirror Herb went off and that was cool, like I don't know if it's the right play to stay in on that. Could also go this. This is pretty free. Yeah, we'll waste the boosts. It's fine. Like, I don't want Cebu going down, regardless of whether we got the Mirror Herb tech. We did get the Mirror Herb tech, but it was just really early. Really early to be getting something like that. Yeah, Toxic comes through. Not going to affect us because of Good as Gold, which is totally fine. What is your switch into this? You've got a lot of stuff weak to Psychic. You've got a lot of stuff weak to Psychic. I'm gonna click Psyshock, and I'm not gonna boost just yet. I'm not gonna boost just yet. Baxcalibur is still faster than me and can hit me with an EQ. I don't want to deal with that. All right, gonna let me hit him with a Psyshock. A little under half. Okay. Red card? Ooh, that could be bad. So what do I get? This isn't what I wanted. That's not great. Do you just click foul play? Okay, that's gonna not do very much at all. So that's fine. I can just go right back out into this. It's pretty free, I think. So Amoonguss has no item, so no lefties, no black sludge. It's only looking at Regenerator, which is good. Giga Drain, that's gonna do 0. I don't care about that. That's fine. I mean, are you just gonna let me nasty plot in front of you? Is that what you're doing? Because I mean, I definitely could do that. I'm just gonna click Psyshock again. I mean, like you've got to switch out here, right? And nothing on your team really wants to take this. Regieleki goes down. You could sack that, or you can just let this take more damage. But you can't put me to sleep. You can't toxic me. Foul play is not going to do anything because I don't have hardly any attack on this. So yeah, I'm just going to keep Psyshocking. Okay, he switches out Amoonguss to save it to get Regenerator. That's fine. So it's at around like 50%. Glow King, okay. So you probably have a fire move, which makes sense. That does 0. Okay. So what do you want to do? I mean, I don't... If you want to click the fire move, then I can just go into this. Could also just go into this. And I'm bulletproof, so you can't, like, sludge bomb me. So that seems pretty nice. And may expect the ground move, even though I don't have it. Let's go this. Yeah, well, this might be a mistake, but I can definitely easily take a special attack from you. I don't, because you're not choiced in any way. You're Chili Reception, so that makes total sense. You could just click Chili again. Makes sense. Yeah, Chili's fine. Yeah, I mean it's still at full, but I mean, who cares? Yeah, so Reggie's really low. Amoonguss is at like half, roughly. I've just got to find a way to get in a good position. Like I said, this is kind of a rough game for me. The matchup is tough, and I didn't have enough time to prep, so I kind of went with an interesting strategy to hopefully go with something that's unexpected and let that be what shines through here. So you could click the fighting move and I go into this, but you could just as easily click the ground move and I get Nay-Nade. So, I mean, I could go into Cebu for the -1. I don't take that very well. And then immediately go into this for the possible flame body activation. It's possible. That's probably my best neutral play. Yeah, I don't want to waste URSALUNA, because URSALUNA could end up being set up toward the end, and with the rest talk stuff, it could reasonably do something. Knockoff, that's fine. If you're not going to set up any hazards, then who cares? You definitely were at risk of you definitely were at risk there of getting burned. And you're at risk now of taking a hurricane, which I will go for. I'm just going to click it. I mean, whatever you want to switch in is going to take it. There's Slow King again. Fine. Can we hit? Nope, we don't. Great. That's fine. We miss, which is unfortunate for me. What do I want to do? Like I said, I'm very inexperienced when it comes to the hyper offense type stuff. So it's a little difficult to figure out what I want to do. But I could go into this possibly. I don't know. I feel like this is more free. I'm just not keeping up offensive momentum. That's the big thing. If I can keep my momentum up, then that would be better. But I'm not getting my momentum mons. Yeah, my opponent's doing way better job at keeping up momentum. And so that's really helping him out. Yeah, you just click Chili there, which is fine. I can't Terra ground in order to get chip on it because I already Terra'd on the Regieleki, which is fine. So we're right back to this. I mean, I think I just go right back into KFC. I didn't take the knockoff well, but again, like if I burned this, we're going to be in a lot better spot. If you want to click a fighting move, it's resisted. If you want to click the ground move, it does 0. So yeah, there's the rocks. That's a little unfortunate. It's a lot unfortunate, actually. Just because that Glow King is really threatening now. Just because this is kind of... this is pretty much almost dead on the next time it switches in. I'm going to click Hurricane again. We don't have to deal with the snow this time. And Glow King's going to take a Hurricane like a champ. So yeah, Moltres is kind of fodder at this point. We do hit the Hurricane, which is fine. That's going to do 0. That did more than 0. that did significantly more than 0. I'm going to click that again. I hit another one. Let's go. Okay. No confusion, but that's fine. Maybe could have agility'd up there. I don't know. But so this thing's probably at around like half or so now. So we've got the Regenerator Mons getting a little bit lower, which is nice. You can go Regieleki now, which makes sense. Baxcalibur also makes sense. Yeah, I can't stay in. Well, how much does this... Let's see. How much do I do to a Baxcalibur? I think I do a little over half. But Thermal Exchange is also a thing. Yeah, Thermal Exchange is also a thing. So that would give him an attack boost. And that is something I do not want to do. So we're going to go say boo again. Even though that means this thing's going to take rocks next time it comes in and take half. I can't stay in and give this thing a boost like that. Yeah, so we've got to use the Intimidate here. Glaive Rush, that's going to hurt a lot. Yeah, that does hurt. But, you know, that's fine. I'm just going to click CC here. You can go into the Amoonguss, maybe, if you want to. Yep, Amoonguss comes in. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a little over half. Yeah, that does 0. That does absolutely 0. So then I get this back in. I've got to figure out a way to put myself in a good position. And I don't... I'm constantly on the back foot here, and that's not great. I could have gone... maybe gone the Meowscarada and done something. Meowscarada could be good. I definitely need to be utilizing that because I haven't even sent it out once yet. So that's a little tough. But we'll just send this out. Again, you can't really touch me with this. Pulls the double, okay, because I'm playing pretty predictably. Yeah, there's Tusk. This is just a free knock. If I can burn you, that would be great, because I do live the switch in. So if I can catch you with a knock and get you burned, that would be huge. That would be huge, because that really opens up URSALUNA. Yeah, there's the knock. Come on. And I don't get flame body again. Cool. Okay. Yeah, again, never lucky when it comes to me, but that's fine. What do we want to do here? Could go into this. I mean, how much do you do to a Great Tusk? Probably a good chunk, I would think, right? I'm going to take a quarter from rocks, which is not great. But yeah, I mean, this probably KO. This would definitely KO. Or I could go into this. But you probably just stay in and click fighting move. I'm going to go this. I have to take rocks, which is rough. Like I said, I didn't bring removal this week because I just kind of was behind on everything, so that's my bad. I'm just... Do I click Terra Blast, or do I think I have to click Terra Blast, because again, like, I can't freely Volt Switch right now because of the rocks. Yeah, Income Slow King. Can I two-shot this with specs? Can I two-shot this? That looks like a two-shot. Yeah, that looks like a two-shot to me. Yeah, switches it out because it is a two-shot. Okay, sacks Regieleki. That's fine. Alright, so Electrode takes out the Eleki. That's fine. But now you just go Moth. Which is scary. Very, very scary. Goes back into Slow King. Okay. I mean, I can keep this thing... this thing's really good, though. It hits Amoonguss really hard. It hits Tusk really hard. I need to... Do I have one more switch in to rocks? 82 is 27%. I'll have 2% left. So I can save this. Although, do you just click Chili here and I just keep you low? Oh, that's rough. That's rough, because he might just click Chili here. Because, yeah, as soon as I go into this, he just goes... Because he's got a switch in for everything on my team. He really does. I'm going to call the Chili and keep this low. I'm going to call the Chili. This won't KO. It's a two-shot. Yeah. I'm going to call you clicking Chili Reception. He does not do it. Dang. My opponent calls me out that time and gets me. So, Glow King KOs Electrode. Okay. Can go possibly this. Possibly this. Yeah, let's go Meowscarada here. I haven't gone into this yet. Makes sense. I get a free knockoff on whatever wants to come in. It could be the Moth that comes in which case that could be a little rough. Yeah, I'm going to click Knock. If it is Booster Moth, then that's a little rough. Okay, it goes Amoonguss, which doesn't have an item right now. So that's fire. That's fair. Yeah, that does 0. We'll U-turn. We're not going to use the tech just yet. Just in case my opponent wants to try to pull a double on me, I'm going to U-turn just to catch that double. But yeah, so this is going to be more... Yeah, pulls a double. That's what I thought. Yeah, goes into Tusk, expecting me to go hard URSALUNA. Makes sense. Makes sense. But, man, that was risky, though. I could have flower tricked calling that, but unfortunately, I did not. We'll go say boo here. These rocks are really wearing me down really, really badly. So that's becoming a huge problem. My opponent just goes back into Amoonguss here, right? Do you pull the double and just go Amoonguss? I feel like you do. But if he calls it, then I just lose this. My opponent's made every right play so far. Let's make the aggressive double. My opponent might call me out on it. My opponent might call me out on it, and if he does, then, you know, more power to him. But Amoonguss? Yep. That's what I thought. Yep. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. So URSALUNA against a Tusk while I am asleep does basically 0, but close combat also does 0. I'm gonna click bulk up. Yeah, if you want to put me to sleep, you can put me to sleep. If you want to toxic me, you can toxic me. Like, it's fine. Giga Drain does 0. That's gonna activate my Naranja Berry, so that's fine. Yep, that's gonna activate that. So now my special defense is even higher than what it was before. I'm gonna bulk up again on this. You want to toxic me, I just can rest, so I don't care. You want to sludge bomb me, it's bulletproof blocked. Toxic, that's fine, I'm rest, so I don't care about that. So now I'm +2/+2 and +1 on the special defense side. I'm gonna bulk up again. Like, I need the bulk on this. And like I said, Energy Ball is gonna be blocked if you want to go for Iron Moth, and that's why I did Iron Moth. That's why I have Bulletproof this week instead of Guts. Yeah, Tusk wants to come in, that's fine. I just click rest. I click rest. I'm at +3. Yeah, this isn't gonna kill. It does 27 to... Wow, that's uninvested. Ooh, that's not the right calc. It's got a chance. It's got a chance. I click rest. EQ? Oh no, I can take an EQ. Yeah, I can easily take an EQ, and I just rest that off. That's fine. I guess my opponent expected me to switch, or maybe you don't have close combat for some reason? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna rest that off. And I click Sleep Talk. Switches, okay, that's fine. Like I said, I'm +1 special defense. I'm +3, I think, on physical, on attack and defense. So that really can't touch me. So yeah, there's the Sleep Talk. Can I pull? I pull bulk up. Okay, that's fine, actually. That's totally fine. I'm cool with that. We click Sleep Talk again just to see what we pull. I'd love to pull a Facade here, if at all possible. There's Facade. How much does this do? Nice. Clear Smog. Oh, that's annoying. I bet if I was Guts, that would have KO'd. I bet if I was Guts, that would have KO'd the Amoonguss. That's annoying. That's super annoying. Yeah, that's a good tech, though. That's a really good tech. Like I said, though, I really don't need the special bulk on this, really, because the Iron Moth really can't touch me. because I'm bulletproof, right? I don't know if he's I mean, he knows that I'm not guts now, right? There's backs, okay. We know your D-Dance. And Glaive Rush. We can reasonably assume either Crash or Icicle Spear. Back down to +1, +0. Even Icicle Spear does not KO me here. Can I live another one if I bulk up? I don't know that I can. It's close. It's close. I don't think it's possible. I think I needed the boosts there. Yeah, because I mean, I think he could just outboost me here if I'm not careful. And that could be a real problem. 'Cause yeah, you just click Ice Move here, right? So why don't I go into... And you pull a double. I could have bulked up. Could have bulked up again. My opponent is making all of these plays. Like, my goodness. Like I said, I'm also very tired, and so I'm playing really poorly. My opponent's playing really well. I could have just rested there and clicked Facade and just gotten this thing down low. I just don't have a way to break his Regenerator Core. Like, I just don't. There's just nothing that I can do for this Regenerator Core. Yeah, so I bet you double back into... I'm sure he calls my play. He's called every play that I've made so far. I'm playing predictably, but like I don't... Like I said, I just don't have answers. I don't have answers to his team. And that's just the team that I brought. Let's see. I mean, a base Facade is going to do 0. I'm gonna click this. If you want to click Clear Smog again, that's fine. But I mean, I've got plenty of bulk ups to burn. Giga Drain doesn't do all that much. But yeah, that Clear Smog tech does really suck. That really sucks. It's good prep though. It's really good prep, and I'm betting if I was Guts, I would have KO'd instead of Bulletproof. I really think that would have just one-shot this thing. Yeah, his team's just so fat, man. Like he's just got such bulky stuff. I just don't have a way to break it. I don't. All right, what do we pull? Bulk up. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We saw how much a plus, what, 3 or 4 one did, and it did 0. I mean, it did like 60 or 70. But my opponent can always heal up with Giga Drain off of me because the Moranga boost is gone, which is just really unfortunate. Can I pull Facade here, maybe? No, of course. That would not be a thing. Yeah, Clear Smog again. Makes sense. Makes sense. I don't have a way to take out Amoonguss. I just don't. I mean, I can go into this, I guess. My opponent probably predicts it, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I do have to remember that URSALUNA is going to wake up next turn. It is guaranteed going to wake up next turn. Foul play, 0. That's a little more than 0. I'm gonna click Nasty Plot this time. I mean, he's basically sat there and let me do it multiple times at this point. So I'm just gonna plot. I mean, he can go backs if he wants to, but I have to do something because this is not working out in my favor. Yeah, I'll just plot in your face. Foul play doesn't KO. There's no chance. Yeah, there's no chance. I do get my Salic boost. So that's cool. But I don't believe that this will KO even at +2 because I'm Psy Shock. I bet if I was Psychic, I bet it would. But goes into Slow King. Okay, I can 2-shot that. So he's giving me Glow King. Yeah. If I was really gutsy, I'd Nasty Plot again. But I'm not. Alright. I'm not. Because he might have chillied there, but I'm not making that call. He probably just flamethrowered or just did something that would have KO'd, so I can't make that kind of prediction. So I'm +1 speed, and I'm +2 special attack, which is nice. I mean, that was the whole point of this set, was to get to +1, +2. Yeah, there's the booster. Yeah, it makes sense. Booster, speed. Yeah, so I always get outsped here. And you just click your fun little fire move, and I lose? Yeah, I think I just lose to this. Yeah, I just lose to this. Because, yeah, you just click Fiery Dance, and you get your boosts, and I just die. Yeah, yeah, I think I just get swept by this. Moth takes out Golden Go. I'll go Fred next. This is the only thing that has a chance, I guess. But even then, there's no shot. Like, I can't KO this. Facade's gonna do 0. Although he does have to fire move. He can't grass move. He can't energy ball because of bulletproof. Yep, can't do that. Bulletproof blocks it. So that's the one thing I do have going for me, which is nice. Is that little... That does... Dang, okay. That does a lot more than I thought it would. Holy cow. That was no boosts, no guts, nothing. Wow, okay. I'll take it. I'll rest here. Yeah, Fire Dance. Looking for the boost. Makes sense. Doesn't do much. Does get the boost, though. So, yeah, I had to rest here. And I've got to pull the Facade on this turn or I get swept. I have to get Facade on the Sleep Talk. Because I can live 1. I can easily live 1. But I have to pull Facade on Sleep Talk here. Clicks Fire Dance. Makes sense. That's what you do. Yep, I can live that. Don't get the... Nah, he gets the boost, so I don't live another one. I have to pull Facade here. I have to, or it's over. Please. Come on, URSALUNA. Okay, URSALUNA's going for MVP here. How is it that it doesn't... Okay, Facade's a scam. Facade's an absolute scam. Yeah, this Facade's a scam. I'm gonna click rest. Oh no, I'm stupid. Yeah, I've got one more sleep turn. I misclicked. I didn't click the right button, so I gave that away. Yep, gave that game away. Yeah, that's it. That's game. Cause yeah, I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with that. So that's game. So it's gonna be what, a 4-0? Yeah, 4-0. I just had nothing for his team. I just had absolutely nothing for his team. So I'm disappointed in how I played. But like I said, it all came down to prep, and I just had no time to prep. I was doing something else, and I didn't come home until after 11 p.m. every day this week. So it's been a rough week, but yeah, we'll try to bounce back next week. We are not guaranteed in playoffs yet, even though we've been doing really well. If we lose out, we definitely will not make playoffs. So I have to keep up the momentum here, and bounce back next week when we play Emerald. But like I said, these guys are going to be absolutely fighting for their lives and bringing awesome prep and doing a great job. And Shadow did that. Shadow had better prep. Shadow played better than I did. He absolutely deserved to win. So I totally get it. GG to my opponent. There was no hacks about it. That was a fair and square. He just straight up beat me. So really, really good. Great game, Shadow. I will definitely, I definitely expect you to be in playoffs after that 4-0, and hopefully I can get my revenge at that point. So sorry to all of the Appalachian Appleton fans out there that we lost so harshly, but it is what it is, and we will try to bounce back next week, hopefully with a little bit better prep. Hopefully I'll be in a little better mind space, and we'll just do better overall. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.